There is a power for good in the universe greater than you are, and you can use it.
Hello, I'm Jim Van Cleave, the president of the board of directors of the Science of Mind Archives and Library Foundation. And um, this position and what we do is extremely important to me. And let me explain it a little bit. In that um, I know our title is Archives, and it sounds like we just store things, but the fact is we do a tremendous amount of work. We have found, rediscovered actually, so many tapes from Dr. Ernest Holmes and his supporters, Bill Hornaday, for example, and their late speeches, that is, the speeches he gave in the last 10 years of his life, after all of his books were finished, except one. I mean, the Voice Celestial was the last one, and that was more of an epic than it was a teaching document. And we're getting all kinds of surprises, things that where he became more insistent on certain factors of his philosophy, and these haven't really been published. What we're doing is we're digitizing these tapes, we're transcribing them, and doggone it, we're publishing them. And there is a book out in the last month or two about some of his lectures at Silomar. But there are many later lectures than that. And that's what we really are doing, is rediscovering the late works of Ernest Holmes. We also rediscover the early works from time to time also. So what's that mean? These are things, our movement has gone through several phases, and Ernest kind of anticipated some of the struggles that we're occasionally having today. And this is work that every minister can use easily from the archives in his daily message or his weekly messages. These are things that philosophers can work, philosophers that study religious science, and they may be unchurched or churched. This is not just for to help ministers and practitioners do their job. So that is what we do, and we do other things, of course, besides that. And that we have recordings from him on old records, 78 RPM records, 45 RPM, digital tapes, all kinds of things. And it takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of expense to go through and do the things we do. Anyway, in the midst of all that wonderful thing, that those big jobs that we have, we're going to move. We have to move because of the building that we are now in, which is owned by CSL, is being sold. And we are absolutely so amazed, I won't call it lucky because there's a lot of prayer involved, to move to Unity Village, where the Unity people all have their headquarters. And that's going to happen in the next couple of months. And we're setting up a completely different location. I mean, it's all in the village, but it's in our own building, and or part of our own building. And we're going to be moving the archives, and of course, the archives is also continually expanding, and we get boxes and boxes of papers and books and things like that coming in on a weekly basis. So we need more room anyway, and we're all set up to move. We're doing that. So, and we'll be paying rent, even though the Unity has made it reasonable for us. We now are paying rent, and previously in the building, in the CSL building, we weren't. They were giving us the rent, or we were reimbursing us. So we are in the middle of a fundraising campaign, and we need this campaign to be successful in order to continue to do the wonderful things that we're doing. It'll be an absolutely magnificent place to come and visit. There's so many other things to do out there, and so we'd like to welcome ahead of time people to come out to, it's near Kansas City. It's in a beautiful, beautiful area. So, and some of you may not realize this, but we're our own independent 501c3 charity, and we are not part of CSL, or we are a separate organization. So we don't get funded through CSL as one of their departments. We stand alone, and we do our own fundraising, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. So, what can I say more? It's a job that we're passionate about. Everybody is very hardworking. We know we're doing good work in the world. We know that we are doing some things that should have been done maybe 50 or 60 or 70 years ago. And it's exciting. It's really exciting because the new material that we discover on a daily basis is absolutely phenomenal, and we love it. So with that in mind, we want to ask you to support us financially, support us with prayer, support us in every way you can, because we're going through a major transformation, a big shift, and it's the much better good of not just us, but of CSL and of all of the New Thought people to get an archive such as ours in the same general location as the Archive of Unity, which I'm sure we have contact and will be working in a way with them. So that's what we're asking for, and we certainly appreciate all the help you can give us. Thank you very much.
Loving grace is who you are. I can feel it. So I say thank you.